Welcome to the women's 50 division. As we get things going with a European derby between England and Ireland. Ireland in the traditional green, playing from left to right on your screen, and England in the red jumpers. And immediately it is Ireland that get inside the circle. Stapleton on the ball. Nice little touch in there from Daly Gillis. And it is Daly Gillis that will win the first short corner immediately for Ireland. So as we await England to get the protective gear on and Ireland to decide on their variation. Let's go to the near castle. Just a little bit of slip to the left and unfortunately missed by Avril Jones. So England break away with it. Can they get it up as quickly as they can? It's disrupted though by Ireland. England will have to start this one from just inside the Ireland half. Ireland immediately turning possession over, sends the ball to Byrne, the number 9 up front, and she wins possession for Ireland. It's quickly taken by Daly Gillis, who in turn wins another hit for the ladies in green. Into the circle for Ireland, working hard is Diane Wallace, but England scramble it away. Tries the little deft touch, does Bamford, the captain of England. Comes to the right hand side. But it is adjudged to have been a bit of a off the ball push by Ball. And up it goes to Bamford, who is penalized this time for a bit of obstruction. So a little bit of a toing and throwing at the moment between the sides as they try to settle themselves early in this one. Good work again from Ireland this time, going down the right-hand side. McCourt. Good tackle though, coming in from Lucy Joy. So it is a long corner to Ireland, who have certainly come out with some real attacking impetus in this one. Trying to work their way through a red wall Ireland, and England managed to come away with it. Good turn from Hutchinson. Nice little roll off to the far side. Nicholas tries to get a stick onto the end of it. Unfortunately, just evades her, and it will dribble over the baseline for a 16-yard hit to Ireland. England turning position over in midfield. On the ball now is Quill. It's got two defenders to beat, does Quill, and she does indeed win the free hit for England. Into the circle on the left-hand side, looks for the foot to England, and Bamford has certainly done that for the ladies in red. Gets the ball onto an Irish foot. And it will be a short corner to England, their first of the game. So what can they serve us? So it does come to the top of the D. The shot coming in from Nicholas. It's a good save from Harkin in the Irish goal. But the pressure's not gone though. As England maintain possession inside the Irish 23, having to scramble all the ladies in green, but they've managed to come away with it, albeit just outside of their 23. Woods looking for the ball into the corner, perhaps just a little bit too much on it, and expecting too much from her attacking partner. Big old tussle at the back between Bamford and Keating. And the net result, the umpire is having absolutely none of the off-the-ball little scuffle between the players. So it's a short corner again to England. First one not too long ago. Paula Nicholas, I beg your pardon, managed to get the shot off, but it was a good save from the Irish goalkeeper. So Harkin just ensuring that her defenders are aligned in goal. So we await the push. Does indeed come the way of Nicholas once again, this time looking for the deflection. And it nearly fell for Hutchinson, who attempted a little bit of a over the head type of finish, and unfortunately just didn't find the target. Just plenty of off-the-ball movement for England, although they are under a bit of pressure at the back. Good defensive work and defensive effort by the strikers of Ireland to turn possession over. So Ireland, after having absorbed a bit of English pressure, got the ball into the English 23, keeper taking no chances, opting to put the ball onto the boot and out onto the sideline. Wallace tries to take it herself, gets the ball through. And a nice little touch by Susan McCourt, finding the foot of Hall inside the English circle. And it will be a short corner then to Ireland. So what will it be for Ireland? And goes to the top, this time looking for deflection on the near post. Working hard for it is McCourt, and even better work in defense for England as Wall wins possession for the ladies in red and immediately Sends the ball to the right-hand side. Nice little interplay from the English players on the far side. Hall for England, sends it out to Hoods on the left-hand side. Looking for the infield pass, intercepted though. Big ball forward for Ireland. And lifted by McCourt. Hall deals with it. And immediately gets things going. There's not a lot of time being wasted when free hits are won by England. They're getting the ball moving as quickly as possible. Hutchinson tries to do it on her own. So Greenhall in front of her. Play on is the call. Hutchinson wins the ball back. Goes down the right-hand side. She's got good pace on her. Links up with the player on the baseline. There's a chance for England, but even better defending by Ireland to scramble that one away. So both teams are certainly taking the game to the opposition. Surveying our options is Byrne, and winning the free hit just outside the 23. Cunningham on the ball for Ireland. Big ball straight through for Cunningham. Looking to find Byrne as close to the keeper as possible. Just a little bit too much on it, and the stretch from Byrne couldn't get the ball, but under pressure. Wallace winning it for Ireland. Hall comes in, makes the challenge, but the ball pops off her foot, and that's excellent work from Diane Wallace to force the short corner for Ireland. So we've seen numerous short corners for both of these sides, and nothing to show for it yet on the score sheet. So could this be the chance that Ireland needs to break the deadlock? Two castle set up once again. Goes to the far castle this time. Straight hit. Dealt with by England. Ball still loose inside the circle. Ball played across. Good defending by England. The umpire calls it back for a short corner. Once again, obstruction the call. So Ireland, having absorbed a bit of English pressure, is now putting pressure on the opposition. This time it's the near castle. Once again looking for that far post deflection. There's nobody there though. Seems there's a little bit of confusion among the Irish players as to what the call was at the short corner. Cunningham looks for options. She does eventually find McCourt, but Hall is there to make the tackle and clean things up. This time England looking to spark something down the right-hand side. Ireland full press at the moment. And it's the full press that puts pressure on the right half of England. So Ireland continuing their pressure inside the 23. Cunningham once again. It's almost as if Hall just pops up everywhere for England at the back. Thus far, she's pretty much played the role of the sweeper, picking up anything that is loose at the back and ensuring that England's defense remains astute. Big ball forward from Ireland, created a little bit of danger. So back will go all the way to where the ball was hit from for that dangerous pass. Straight through the middle going in route one ball. There's a deflection from Bamford. Good save by the keeper. And hits Bamford on the arm. So a raised ball. And it is another short corner. It seems as though it's a game of short corners at the moment. Ireland having just had one, having to defend were England. And all of a sudden, one or two passes, the ball goes to the other side. And it's another short corner on the side. So definitely a game of short corners. But you've got to turn those short corners into goals. So at the end of the day, it's goals that count. It's a short pass, and again, confusion this time on the England side. Perhaps it's the inaccuracy of the injection just leading to that slight bit of confusion for England, and I'm sure that they will sort that out very, very quickly. There's a chance on the right-hand side. Bagnall decides to go back infield to Captain Dockery, who tidies it up. England high pressing, putting Ireland under pressure. And it goes out of the sideline. Woods has options. Playing it into midfield. There's space on the right-hand side, and Bellin, unfortunately, probably just expecting a little bit too much from the right half. Ovate attempt by Ireland. Goes over the beer garden, much to the cheers of the Irish fans on that far side. They've probably been taking in a few liquids as this game has started, with the ball flying right over the covering. She must certainly milk her moment. Good ball through the center. And that is it. That brings an end to the opening quarter between Ireland and England. There is nothing to separate the sides at the end of the first quarter. So we're underway in the second quarter between Ireland women and England women in the 50 division. Absolutely nothing to separate these sides at the moment. It's been a first quarter that has been a real ding-dong affair, a proper arm wrestle In a case of neither side able to convert any of the chances that they created, numerous short corners on either side of the field. And neither of them able to get themselves on the score sheet. Well, for the time being, that is. There's still plenty of time left in this game. There is still plenty that can happen and plenty that will happen as this game carries on. Around the back go Ireland. And down the right hand side, big ball down the line, looking to get the ball to Flanagan. But Hall, once again, just pops up for England every so now and then. Ensure that she is putting in the hard work, cleaning up everything that she can. Nice turn from Hutchinson in midfield. Good ball to the right hand side, gets a little bit of space to Hall, Julie Hall that is. Hall having to work pretty hard. To try and maintain possession, but Ireland, they just continue to disrupt things, just continue to ensure that they are putting England, at least England's strikers, under a bit of pressure, hurrying them into making decisions and invariably forcing them to make mistakes. This time the overhead doesn't go over the beer garden. It goes straight upfield and allows England to come away with it. Hoods through the middle. But the ball just bobbles off the stick and comes out to the right hand side for Miller. Tries to keep it in play. She can't. Bellin takes it by herself. Nice little link up, ball across. There's a touch by England, so save has to be made by Harkin, who obliges and swats the ball over the baseline. It'll be a long corner to England. Another chance for England. Agonizingly wide. You can see immediately as that chance comes to naught that they hands on heads. Again, the attempted overhead by Ireland. The attackers on this occasion not back 5 meters, so the free hit goes the way of England. Hutchinson now playing in the central of midfield for the ladies in red. It's Hutchinson again on the right hand side in possession, gets the circle entry, drives the baseline, pulls it back on the 45. Nobody there though for England, and Ireland come away with it now. If they can just link up with their passes. Got to fight for the ball though. Coming away with it, Embry for England. Pass to the right-hand side. Embry trying to link up with Julie Hall on the right-hand side and doesn't quite find the stick of Hall. So it goes out on the sideline. So slight little bit of pressure from England on the Irish defence, ensuring that they don't make many meters. High press from England. And it's the high press that turns possession over and gets a long corner for England. Woods for England. Bellin. Neat little tackle coming in from Ireland as they win possession. They've absorbed the pressure, have Ireland, and they've managed to ride out that bit of wave that England threw at them. So now a chance for Ireland. There's space for Bailey to work with on the left-hand side. Big ball across, looking for Flanagan. Keeper forced to come out and get the boot to it. But Flanagan was prowling on that far post. Good work by England through the middle. It's top work from Paula Nicholas, fighting away past two defenders, winning the free hit. Ensuring that England maintain position. She's pulled off the ball as nice pass through for the captain Bamford. A nice neat little touch from her. The left hand side is Hutchinson. Ireland scramble their way out of danger. So England having to get the ball out of the corner, which they can't. It's an interception by Ireland, but it's good fighting from Nicholas once again. Irene Hall with options decides to go to the right hand side. The ball dribbles into touch on that far side. Nicholas tries the first time, little slap across, and Ireland deal with it, although it's still there for Hutchinson. Rolls on the inside, rides one tackle. Hutchinson still in possession, lays it off. Chance comes in. Defenders are there to intercept. And Ireland managed to get the ball forward as Flanagan pops the ball forward. It comes off and English stick. Looked like it came off the stick of Cooper and goes out by the far touchline. So Ireland will remain in possession and will try to work their way up the field. High press from Ireland. England under a bit of pressure, but they managed to work their way out of it. Just as you thought England were getting themselves out of the danger, a pass with a little bit too much venom on it. Misses the left half and gives a chance for Bagnall to try and smash it through the English defence. Bagnall gets the ball back again. Flanagan. Good little touch from her, but the tackle is made by Quill. Good work by Quill to spin herself out of a very dangerous situation, but the pass across picked up by Julie Bell. The presence of mind, two defenders in front of her to roll the ball back and allow this sort of play to happen. There's space on the outside for Ireland. Will Bagnall get there? No, she won't. She's given up chase. So as we continue to bring you this game, it is very, very tense between Ireland and England. Both sides have had their chances. They've had short corners. It's been a proper tussle in midfield. Both sets of defenders have been under pressure for prolonged periods in the game thus far. But neither side able to get past and breach the goal line. As we remain 0-0. Ireland having to just hang on. And so you see the ball just popping off the stick, and that's one of the things of that's a bit unfortunate in this game. It's never intentional. It just pops off the stick and collects one of the players in the face, but there's plenty of medical staff around that will tend to her and ensure that she is taken care of. So as we approach the 6-minute mark in this game, still nothing between these teams. There's absolutely nothing to separate. What will it be to break this deadlock? Because the midfield battle is 50-50. Chances have been created, neither of them have been scored. So Ireland forced all the way back into their half and into their 23. England go start prowling now, getting numbers onto the ball carrier, applying the pressure. And it falls now for England. Big ball through the middle, snuffed at though by Ireland, who in turn sends the ball forward. Byrne gets a touch. Is it going to hold up, or is it going to go over the baseline? It does indeed go over the baseline, watched over the line by Lorraine Wallace in the England goal. But now Ireland with their tails up a little bit. It just seems as though as soon as Ireland get themselves into the England half and inside the England 23, then they raise the intensity. They hold on at the back. They hold on for as long as they can at the back, snuff out whatever attack they can for England, and then try and work it from there. But now England through Captain Bamford. She's under pressure, and that's good tackling from Ireland. Big ball forward. Woods makes the timely interception. As Keating attempted to smash the ball forward, looking for the high-hanging striker in Byrne. Options are there. Big ball once again. Not quite a good enough connection, so it's easy for England. Good pass across to Julia Wall on the right-hand side. Nice interception, though, from Bell for Ireland. It's a good run now. McCourt gets herself into a bit of a tangle, so Irene Hall will just marshal that one over the baseline. Ireland now applying the pressure on England's defenders. Continuing to put England under pressure now for these past few minutes. Still Ireland that are in possession. Rolls to the inside, tries to get the ball into the circle. It pops a little bit off an Irish stick, rates a little bit of danger, and England will breathe a sigh of relief. Now Ireland having to track back to defend, but they get to relax a little bit as England cannot get the pass to stick. But what just shows you is that how evenly matched these sides are. They're both able to attack, counter-attack. They're both able to move the ball around, manipulate the defense. More importantly, they up for the fight. They are wanting to take the game to the opposition. It's just the fact that they're so evenly matched that it's kind of seems as though the game is not really going anywhere, but indeed it is. Like both of these teams throwing everything they can at it. There's space on the right-hand side for Ireland, but Irene Hall, as she has been all game long, pops up when England needs her most on defense. Big overhead looking for one of the strikers. Falls kindly though on the Irish side. Julie Bell under pressure, coughs it up. Bamford working hard for England at the top of the circle. Dockery, the Irish captain, having to clean things up. Under advantage are England. And they do get the long corner. Now just a few seconds to go in the second chukker. So what will happen here for England? Nicholas takes it outside and the ball through, but it deemed to have not gone the 5 meters with the ball. So it will be Ireland that'll come away with the 16-yard hit. And that is it. That is the horn for halftime. Both of these teams will head into the halftime break, deadlocked at 0-0. Players will have a little bit of a break, and we'll be back with some more of the second half action.
At thehockeysite.com, it's about what happens in the locker room, thinking about the game. It's about planning and preparation, and about training and improving those skills, looking at it from different angles. But of course, it's also about teaching them to score and win. Thehockeysite.com. Share the knowledge.
Welcome back to the third quarter between England and Ireland in this, the women's 50 division. There's been absolutely nothing to separate these sides in the opening two quarters. Although both of the teams have had their chances. There's been a real to and fro game, nothing to separate them. Hutchinson has been pretty industrious for England whenever she is on the ball. Both teams are very comfortable to play an attacking brand of hockey. They've been equally good in their defensive effort as well. So Ireland under a bit of pressure early doors. Thompson takes it for herself, under a bit of pressure, rides one tackle, spins out of it, finds good space in the midfield. Opting to go back into the right-hand channel is Embry. She rides a tackle, wins the free hit. Cole surveys her options, gives it to Embry, gets the ball back, goes into the circle, but snuffed out at the top of the circle. By Ireland at least. And Avril Jones with a big ball down the right-hand side, looking for Byrne. Byrne gets a fortunate touch off the stick of Workman. And the resulting obstruction allows Ireland to win the free hit. Bell, big ball down the line, looking for the high-hanging striker. And McCourt just could not get her stick onto the end of it. Embry goes again route one. Bell gets a bit of a touch onto it as it goes over the near side touch line. And Hutchinson tries to remonstrate with the umpire before sharing in a bit of a giggle, which is good to see the camaraderie, not only between the players, but with the match officials as well. And Julie Bell for Ireland surveys her options, decides once again she's going to go down the line, finds McCourt, the high-hanging striker, keeps the ball going, does McCourt. Unfortunately, just a little bit of danger is created off her stick. So it'll give Embry the chance to spark something for England. Right-hand side goes Embry. It's a good pickup by Thompson on the right-hand side, and just that little final pass for England, not quite sticking in the third quarter thus far, which is a bit of a strange one, considering that in the opening two quarters of this game, they managed to do it with ease. Neat interception from Workman. She rides the tackle under a bit of pressure from McCourt. And Embry tries to clean things up. It falls kindly though on the Irish side. So now Byrne putting England under pressure. England do find the foot, and that's good play from both of these teams. And as we've seen, when you do play an attacking brand of hockey, the turnover count will be higher than usual. And we will see possession exchanged quite a bit. Ireland will get things going on the far side, tries to work their way this time down the right-hand side. There's an interception, though, by England as Nicholas finds a player in midfield. There's space on the right-hand side. You can get us a bad tackle that comes in from Ireland side. Immediately apologizing is the Irish player. And, of course, with such an infringement inside the 23, it's going to be a short corner. It will be a short corner, and this is a chance for England. So, what can England do with the short corner? Decides to go to Embry. Pass across the face, gets a deflection! And goes agonizingly wide for England. England remaining though in possession inside the Irish 23. Another big tackle comes in, this time by Jones, and another short corner is handed to England. Another rash tackle. Another chance for England. Will this be it? Is this what we've been craving? Is this what we've been waiting for? To the top it goes. First time shot comes in. Comes off the keeper's pad. But it is there for Paula Nicholas. The straight shot does the trick for England. And the deadlock has finally been broken. The Irish defense has been breached. And we indeed have the first goal of this game. So England managing to break the deadlock. We've been yearning for it. We've been craving a goal in this game, and one does feel that it's exactly what this game needed. We needed that little bit of, we needed some spark. We needed something to light it up. It was provided by Paula Nicholas at the short corner. So it is England who have gone 1-0 up in this encounter. So how will Ireland respond? How will they hit back? Can they hit back? They have shown that they can certainly attack. But it's now a case of, are they able to chase the game? Are they able to get something going? England continue their onslaught, their attack on this Ireland defense. But England just can't find their way through that left-hand side. The attempted swipe, just everything happening. It's all happening out here at Hartleyville. The net result, though, is a short corner to England once again. And we've just seen Paula Nicholas score from one of these with a straight shot. Will we see the same thing happen again? Taking a bit of time to get this one set up. Indeed, it does go. Bit of a error from the pusher, but it's still there for Embry. Under pressure is Embry, but she wins another short corner for England. Again goes to the top, Nicholas. This time goes to the left-hand side. The shot comes in. Good save from the keeper. It's trapped underneath her pads. So we will have a re-award and a retake of the short corner. Again to the top. England in for the variation, but the first wave does her duty once again. This is good stuff from Ireland defence. Despite being a goal down, they're still wanting to work hard. They're still wanting to fight their way through it all. It just feels that Ireland, they've just got to get themselves in possession. They haven't had possession in a while. And if they can get themselves onto the board a little bit for an extended period, they would carve out the chance instead of having to feed off England's errors. And what they need to do, though, when England do make the errors and they do win possession, they've got to slow things down. They've got to play it to their pace instead of chasing the game. And so one does feel that should Ireland decide to start chasing the game already, it will work in England's favour, because England, will, or at least Ireland, will have to make decisions a lot quicker. They will have to force something perhaps that isn't really there. So now Ireland with possession. They've just got to not give it away. Keep the passes shorter, keep it more compact, keep it closer. And perhaps by doing that, they would be able to string their passes together, build a little bit more confidence, because their confidence has certainly been knocked after conceding that goal. And England are dictating things, and they're dictating play quite easily and quite happily. And also almost seems as though England have perhaps just taken their foot off the gas a little bit. Ball for England at the back, deciding to keep the play down the left-hand side. Possession coughed up. It is Dockery, the England captain, in position on the right-hand side. And it just seems as though every time Ireland decide to make a pass, that an English stick gets in the way, and it kind of just stops the little bit of momentum that Ireland are trying to build. Perhaps this is the chance for Ireland. String a few passes. And again, see, it's just one of those things where they're trying to force something that's perhaps not really there. Because they're forcing it, because they're being forced to make the play, they're making unforced errors, which we didn't see in the first two quarters. on the right-hand side attempt by England. So all the way out on the left-hand side. It's a strange feeling, this one. Since England have grabbed that goal, it seems as though the intensity of the game has certainly dropped a little bit. I think England have decided that that goal is enough for them for now. So try to conserve the energy a little bit, knowing that Ireland have got to try and chase the game. So we're in a bit of a lull in this one as the time ticks away. Just a few seconds to go in this third quarter. Sure, as the time ticks away, England will be most certainly the happier of the two sides as Embry goes all the way to the left half. Keeping possession though is Woods to Irene Hall, under a bit of pressure, forced to make a pass. It pops off an Irish stick and to touch. Yeah, it is definitely the England hit on the sideline, and they'll just look to run down the clock as the Uta goes to signal the end of the third quarter. It is England with a slender 1-0 lead over Ireland. So back we are for the final quarter in this women's 50 division. It is England with the slender 1-goal lead over Ireland. And Ireland have got to fight for this one now. There's a chance then, it falls now kindly for Byrne. Keeper's left prone. But England's defenders are there. They scramble it away, win the free hit. But what a chance that would have been for Ireland. So this is what we want to see from Ireland. We want to see them with ball on stick. We want to see them in possession. So that is where their confidence comes from. They have certainly taken the game to England in the first two quarters and seem to dare I say it, disappear a bit in the third quarter. And that was allowed England to grab a lead through that short corner goal by Paula Nicholas. And it's that goal that is the difference thus far between these teams. So Ireland with it all to do in this final quarter. So what can Ireland do? How will they respond? They have certainly come out in the second half with a bit of attacking impetus. The question is, can they get onto the score sheet? Can they get one past the England goalkeeper to at least draw level? Are they able to do that? Good work by England to work their way out of danger and ensuring that they do come away with something. Overhead from Ireland is intercepted in midfield, so Ireland have got to go all the way to the back. Julia Bell cannot get a stick on the end of that one as it goes into touch on the near side. Hutchinson, who's been pretty industrious for England, takes it quickly into the midfield to Cooper. It falls kindly for Hutchinson. Still on the ball, created a little bit of danger, and it is a short corner for England. Embry for England has the slap. Does Embry? The deflection is there. An absolute jubilation for the English ladies as they manage to double their lead in this encounter. A superb deflection coming in on the right hand side for them. Indeed, Hutchinson is the lady to get the final touch on the board, and one feel that's pretty much deserved for Louise Hutchinson. She's pretty much been everywhere for England, and a deserved goal for her to take England's lead to 2 goals. So if there was a mountain for Ireland to climb in this final quarter, that mountain has just become a little bit steeper. A single goal between them meant that Ireland was still in it. They were still in the hunt. But now that extra goal for England has given the English ladies a little bit of a cushion. So Ireland with it all to do in the final 12 and a half minutes or so of this game. Bagnall goes for the big smash Ball does come off the England stick, but it falls kindly for England somehow. Julia Bell picks up the big attempted pass through, and Hutchinson is hands on head for that decision. And as we've seen throughout the game thus far, Hutchinson, whenever she disagrees with the umpire, she goes to have a little bit of word, and they both end up laughing at the end of it, which is really nice to see that they can both see the humor in it all. England having to work the ball out of their 23. England, at least Ireland, applying a bit of pressure, and it is that pressure that results in Ireland winning possession. Big ball across for Ireland, looking for a player. Bobbles past everybody's stick. So Ireland are having to chase this game, and England seems as though England are just deciding that they want to sit back a little bit, try and absorb as much of what Ireland are throwing at them. Good tackling coming in from Ireland inside the 23. And Ireland now having to work the ball up from deep. They've got to find something. They've got to dig deep here to the ladies in green. Probably feels that all they need is, they just need that one chance. They need that one goal. And should they get that goal, it could provide the spark to give us a grandstand finish in this one, as they come now through the right-hand side. Good space now for Byrne. Tries to get a stick onto it, does Byrne, and unfortunately just misses. So big ball across once again. And Daly Gillis looks for that far post deflection, doesn't get it. Big ball for England into the circle. Hutchinson on the far post. It's a clever ball across the face. First time. A first time slap. Looking for Hutchinson on that far post. Probably slightly a little bit too much on it. And the ball just fades away. So Ireland continue to try and find something, try to get something out of this one. Opting for long balls. And perhaps in the first two quarters, what they did really well was they kept their passes tight. And there's the interception by Jones on the left-hand side. Tries the little reverse stick pass across the face. It comes off the wrong side of the stick. Will allow England to come away with it. Big instructions coming in from the Irish coaching staff on the side of the field. They know that they've got to spur on the players on the field. They've got to get something. Could this be it? A long corner for Ireland. Could this be what they want to get themselves back into it? into the circle. Go Ireland. Winning the short corner is Fiona Byrne. She's not giving up. She wants to fight. She's here for the fight. And Fiona Byrne winning the short corner for Ireland. So can Ireland do? What can Ireland do right now? Will they get themselves back into it? Can they? Get the goal right now. Goes to the Newcastle. Big hit comes in from Flanagan. Deemed to be too high. So a chance goes a begging for Ireland. You probably felt that it's like 5.5 minutes to go in the game. That could have been the chance that they needed to get the goal there, get themselves within one goal, and then finish the game off strongly. But not to be. But there's still plenty of time. 5 minutes in a game of hockey is a lot of time. There is plenty of time still left on the clock. Ireland continuing to fight. Jones still fighting hard for possession, trying to get something, spark anything, just to galvanize everybody on the side of Ireland. Just feel as though England, whenever they're in possession, are just wanting to slow the pace down quite a bit. Just eat away at the clock as big ball across is intercepted. And the free hit is won by Julie Bell. So they've got to work it from inside there, 23, and try and get the ball all the way upfield. Flanagan. Nice little run on the inside is space, but it's broken down by Nicholas. Ireland have got to turn possession over here very quickly. 3.5 on the clock. 2 goals the difference. Will England hang on? Will Ireland stage a massive comeback? And all of these little nuances to the game is just eating away at the clock. And England are more than happy to just tick the clock down, run up as much time as they can. So this is going to frustrate Ireland even more. Just that England are slowing the game down, taking their time to take the free hits. And just winding down the clock. Good overhead on the left-hand side. Claimed by Quill. But the free hit goes to Ireland. That's a good step through the middle by Nicholas. Doesn't fall kindly for her though, so it comes onto the left-hand side for Jones for Ireland. Down the line is interception by Embry. Good work from Sarah Embry to intercept that one. As Jones gets it going again for Ireland. Into the circle, just outside. Now, foot is the call against Ireland. And England take it quickly. Julie Bell disrupts that little play down the right-hand side, but she doesn't retreat 5. And she gets away with it, shall we say. To the midfield, the ball is loose. Flanagan wins the hit for Ireland. So, minute and a half to go. If they are not to win this one, let's hope that they can at least finish on the strong foot. Big ball through. Unfortunately, Fiona Byrne cannot get a stick onto the end of it. Which you perhaps feel could be the last chance for Ireland. Thompson having to fight for it under the pressure of Bell. Has it to Hutchinson, who gives it to the other goal scorer, Nicholas. And that is it. That is the end of the game. Delight for England. And a fantastic game of hockey comes to an end with England walking away 2-0 victors.
We are fascinated by the mindsets and the habits that make individuals and teams perform at another level. Let us be your thought partners and transformational coaches. Are you part of a team and you are wanting to gain insight into what ingredients need to be in the mix to take your team to a whole new level of performance? Partner with us. We want to be your transformational coaches.